Hey Adventure Kids, it's Claire here. Today we're going to be chatting all about being generous, but especially about how we can play our part. Maybe you're in a sports team and you have a really important position, but lots of people have different positions, right? And everyone plays their part to score a goal. Or maybe there's a big school project coming up and everybody's got different parts, like they are maybe the gluer, someone else is sprinkling the glitter, maybe someone's the writer. Everyone has really different parts, but it all comes together to make an incredible project. Or maybe you are in a dance team and you have a big show coming up and you've got a special character that you are that helps tell the story. I grew up, I didn't do a lot of soccer, I didn't do a lot of sports, I was a dancer. I loved dancing, and I loved when we had our big end of year shows. Now, this one year with my ballet class, we were doing the story of Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, great story. You know, with Winnie the Pooh, you've got the main characters. You've got Winnie. You've got Piglet, right? You've got Tigger. You've got Christopher Robin. You've got the storyteller. And I was one of the main characters. I was a bumblebee. Okay, maybe not one of the main characters, and there was about 20 other bumblebees, but that's a very important character because Winnie the Pooh loved his honey, he had a beehive, and you can't have a beehive without bees. You've got to have the bees. See, just being a bumblebee, I could have thought, this isn't very important, it's not even a big part, but my part was really important in telling this story. It may have not been as big and as flashy as being Winnie the Pooh or as cute as Piglet, but my part was just as important. And I think sometimes when we're younger, we can see ourselves not being as important, or that we can't have as much impact, or that we can't even drive anywhere, so how could we help this person? Or we don't even have a job, we don't have any money, what could we do? But I'm here to tell you today that we can always play our part. That no matter our age, no matter our stage, no matter what we do, we can have an impact. We can play our part. One thing I love about our church is that we always love to help our community. We know that there are so many different people, different things, different areas that we can help play our part and impact our community. We have a passion and a vision to bring help and hope to our community. So I thought today it could be really cool to invite one of my special friends, Chloe, to come and chat to you guys about the amazing things our church does in the community.
Hi guys, my name's Chloe and I work on the Life community team here at Life, and I'm here to tell you about some really exciting things that we do in our community every week. So firstly, we have this really cool thing called Life Community Kitchens, and pretty much what that looks like is we give out free warm food to whānau all across Auckland every week. People can come into our Life Community Kitchen, and if they're feeling hungry, they can grab a meal, sit down with their family and have fun, have conversations with other people in their community. And this is really important because some people, they don't have enough food to feed everyone in their family, and so instead of people going without, we give them free, warm, really yummy food every week on Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I want to share with you a really cool story about a family that came into our Beach Haven Life Community Kitchen. So they were sitting at home and they were looking in their pantry and there was nothing in there. Nothing for dinner, nothing for the kids for lunch tomorrow. And they just happened to come across this advertisement about our Beach Haven Life Community Kitchen. They walked in the doors and they just were filled with the sense of relief, not having to worry about where their next meal would come from. They all walked away with nice full tummies and also food for the next week. And this is really important because through your help and through our help, we didn't just bring them food, we brought them help, we brought them hope that there can be a better life for them for the rest of the week. Another really cool thing we do is healthy lunches, and pretty much what this is we provide really yummy, nutritious meals for 5 schools across Auckland. Lots of people in these schools don't have enough food for all the kids in their family, and so instead of these kids having to go to school to sit at lunch and just not have anything to eat, we really wanted to bring food, to bring help and to bring hope to these kids. They don't have to worry about getting through the school day, going home, not having dinner to eat, or maybe they even came to school and didn't have breakfast. Maybe they don't even have shoes or the right school supplies. what we really want to do is come into their life to bring help, to bring food, to bring an opportunity for them to be able to get through the school day, to focus on their learning, to have fun with their friends, and not have to worry about something so simple that we often take for granted, such as food. And something I really want to talk to you guys about today is that these people in your schools, they're not somewhere distant. They could be down your road. They could be a few blocks over, and they're really struggling. And that's something that we really talk about when it comes to Christmas Box, that there are people in our community, in our city, that don't have enough just for the basic needs. And it's especially tough when it comes around Christmas, and there's a lot of pressure to get the cool gifts, get that Barbie, get that princess doll that you really want. But that can be really hard when there's actually not enough food to go around. And that's where Christmas Box comes in. It's something really, really simple. It's just a box full of food, full of treats that we usually have in our cupboards all the time. And last year, we were actually able to provide 40,000 Christmas boxes. Isn't that such an amazing number? Your parents and you even may have played a part in bringing this to families all across New Zealand, Australia, and even into the Pacific Islands. It's been so great hanging out with you guys today and telling you all about all the amazing things that we do for Life Community, and there's so many more things that we do as well that I didn't get time to talk to you about today. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pass it back to my friend Claire, and she's going to tell you more about playing your part.
How amazing was that? I hope you enjoyed hearing all the different things that our church does in our community and the amazing stories that come out of that. I love hearing about healthy lunches and how something like for me, I grew up having lunch every day. And sometimes we can forget that other people actually don't have that. And I love that our church is a part of impacting someone's day and giving them lunch. What I'd love to do now is read a story in the Bible that's really cool about an poor old widow and her generosity. It's going to find that in the Bible. We can find that in Luke. Everybody say Luke. Awesome. 21, 1-4. It's called the widow's offering. As Jesus looked up, he saw rich people putting their gifts into the temple offering boxes. He also saw a poor widow put in 2 very small copper coins. What I'm about to tell you is true, Jesus said. That poor widow has put more in than all of the others. All of these other people gave a lot because they are rich. But even though she is poor, she put in everything. She had nothing left to live on. I love what Jesus says. That poor widow has put in more than all the others. And if we just looked at that, we would think, no, she didn't. She just put in 2 small coins. That's not more. But Jesus saw everything that she had, and he could see how generous she was being. Like, for example, if I had a giant box of chocolate bars, I had Crunchies, Pinky Bars, Dairy Milk, just huge, huge amounts, and you asked for a chocolate and I gave you one. I'm still being generous, yes, but I have a lot of other chocolate for myself. But if I only had 1 chocolate bar and you asked for it and I gave it to you, I would be giving you all the chocolate I had. That would be being so generous. And that's what we can learn from this story. That Jesus sees that it doesn't matter about how much you have, how much different things you have. It's about the way that you think about it and your heart in that moment to give. And I think we can think about that with our age. We might not have lots of money because most of us don't go to work, right? Or we might not have lots of things, but there is always something that we can do to help somebody else. So I thought if there's a way we could think about this is 3 things. The first thing is, what is in your hand? Everybody say, what is in your hand? I can't hear you. One more time. Perfect. What is in your hand? What do you have that you can give to somebody? Maybe it's some old toys that you don't play with anymore, that they've actually just been sitting in a box because you're too old for them now. Who could you give those to? Maybe you've got clothes that is up to here now because you've grown so much. Or maybe something you don't wear as much. Who could you give that to? Maybe you've got some spare time. Like Chloe, she talked about the community kitchens. You could go give your time and help out at one of those. What is in your hand? What do you have that you could give to somebody? Number 2, what is the need? Everybody say, what is the need? Perfect. Looking around at school, looking at your family, what can you see that you could do? Is there someone who's hungry at school? Is there someone that you could give a bit of your lunch to? Is there someone who might be needing a Christmas gift? No, we talked about Christmas books, knowing that not everybody gets heaps of presents, but knowing that you could actually give one of yours. You could give something to people. Maybe it's just being kind to somebody. We can all do that, giving our time, stepping out from our normal group of friends to find someone. What is the need? Always looking around us. And the third step is one that we've already talked about, and that is playing your part. Can you say it with me? Playing your part. Awesome. It is an opportunity for us to say yes to being generous with our time, with the different things we have, knowing that no matter how big, no matter how small, no matter our age, that we can play our part. Just like me being a bumblebee in my ballet show, it might have not seemed that important, but I played my part. I did something to help tell the big story. And knowing that here we have the opportunity to play our part, to be generous with what we have. Together, as a group of kids, everyone in our church, everyone in New Zealand, we can bring help to those around us. We can bring hope to those around us. So today I encourage you to think about, what do I have in my hand? What is the need? And how can I play my part? You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you next time.